Hello Techie, welcome back to my YouTube channel Tech Solution. I want to teach you the Python as the faster way as possible and more practical way. Now before we get started, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification by clicking on the bell icon. Now in the last video basically I covered what is exception handling, how to raise an exception and few blocks just like a try, except, finally and few inbuilt error. Arithmetic error, lookup error, assertion error, attribute error, import error, index error, like that. Okay. Today I am going to define user-defined exception. How we are going to user-defined exception? Python throws errors and exception when there is a code gone wrong, which may cause program to stop abruptly. Python also provides exception handling method with the help of try except. Some of the standard exception which are most frequent include index error, import error, IO error, zero division error, type error and file not found error that we captured in the last video. If you didn't watch till now, then please go and watch the last video. And a user can create his own error using exception class, right? Now we are going to show how we are going to define user defined exception. User defined exception. Okay, program may name their own exception by creating a new exceptions class. In the last video I show you this is the exception, that is the base class, right? Exception need to be derived from the exception class either directly or indirectly. Although not mandatory, most of the exceptions are named as name that end in error, similar to naming of the standard exception in Python. If you watch my last video, then I show you all the error, right? Inbuilt error that is going to define with end of error, just like a arithmetic error, lookup error, assertion error, type error, value error, right? We are going to follow the same naming convention when you are going to define user defined exception. Okay, let's start with one class my error, right? And is going to inherit from the exception base class. Okay, after that we are going to create constructor or initializer. Define init self and passing the value here. Enter self dot value equal to value. Okay, now I am going to define string. Basically it will be print the value. Okay, define string and passing the self. Enter and return represent self dot value. Okay, now I am going to raise an exception. Try colon raise my error, that's it, inbuilt error, and passing the parameter just like anything. You can pass 3 multiplied by 2 I need. After that except, that is going to catch an exception, my error as error, colon enter, print a new exception occur, a new exception occur, and error dot value. Okay, now I am creating one user defined function. This is user defined exception. User defined exception. Okay, and we are going to create one constructor or initializer that are taking as a one value as a self dot value, and then after that I am using string instructor to print the value. This is for to print the value. If you are not going to use, that is also okay, it will print, right? Now after that I am going to raise an exception here. Raise exception. This is except my error, that is going to catch an exception. Now if you are going to run, what will happen if new error occurs, and what the value 6, right? Because this is going to call this one to initialize and then set the value of 6, right? Let's run and see, right? A new exception occur 6. Now if you are going to remove dot value, see what will happen, right? Same you will get a new errors exception occur 6. Okay, now if you are going to remove this one, that also will get the same value. Let's run and see, right? A new exception occur 6. But if you are going to add just like another more defined function, more defined way to represent your error, right? Then you can change it here. Otherwise it is okay, right? Now I am going to give you another example, that is basically derive error from the superclass exception. What is that? Superclass exception are created when a module needs to handle several distinct errors. One of the common way of doing this to create a base class for the exception, that already I did, to define that module. Further, various subclasses are defined to create specific exception classes for different error conditions. Let's go with the example. Let's remove first one. Class error and passing the same exception base class to that colon, right? And errors that is derived from the exception but base class for exception in this module. Okay, and then use the pass. We are not going to define anything inside that. After that we are going to use class transition error and going to pass the error, right? Instead of passing the base exception, we are going to define one class error that is going to inherit from the base exception. Now I am going to use error instead of base exception, this one, right? Class transition error. Now I am going to define the initializer in itself and passing the previous next message. Okay, after that we are going to set the value self dot previous equal to previous self dot next equal to next self dot message equal to message. Okay, error message thrown is saved to a message. Now I am going to raise an exception. Try raise passing the user defined error transition error 2, 3 multiplied by 2 to that not allowed. Okay, now I am going to catch an exception except colon transition error as error colon print exception occur to that error dot message. Okay, now what will happen here? Here I am going to create one class error is derived from the superclass exception. This is derived from superclass exception. Okay, and error is derived class exception but base class exception for this module. Okay, now we are going to this transition error. What is it doing here? We are going to raise when an operation attempt a state transition. This is not allowed. What we are going to define here? We are going to set previous, next and message, right? Now I am going to here raise an exception and except we are going to catch an exception. Then if you are going to run, what will happen? This transition is going to raise an exception and this will occur, exception occur, and we are going to print the error dot message. What is the error dot message there? Message equal to not allow. Previous is what is there? 2. Next what is there? 10 to 2, 6, and message is not allowed. Then we are going to run, then it will print exception occur, message not allowed, right? What will print here? Exception occur not allowed. Okay, Let's run and see. Right? Exception occur, not allow. What will happen if you are going to remove message? Then it will print all the transaction error values, just like a 2, exception occur 2, 6, not allowed. Let's run and see. Right? Exception occur 2, 6, not allowed. This is clear now? Now I am going to show how to use standard exception as base class. Okay? Let's remove first. How to use standard exception as base class. Runtime error is a class, is a standard exception which is raised when a generated error doesn't fall into any category. We are going to show an example how to use runtime error as a base class and a network error as a derived class. Let's go with the example. Class network error. Okay, and we are going to pass, instead of exception, we are going to pass runtime error. This is not the base exception, it's like a super class exception, right? And we are going to define init and passing the arguments, and after column self dot argument equal to arg. After that we are going to raise an exception. Try raise network error and passing the message error. Now we are going to catch an exception, except network error as error colon print error dot args. Okay, what we are doing here, we are basically creating one network error, that is user defined exception, and instead of exception superclass exception, we are going to superclass base class. Instead of that we are going to use runtime error, right? And we are going to set the argument, and here we are going to raise an network error, and here we are going to catch an exception, right? Let's run and see. Right, error is printing, okay, because this one only. Now we are going to give you one more user defined exception in Python. This program will basically, what it will tell, it will, we are going to define user to enter a number until they guess a store number correctly. Okay, let's go with the example. Class error colon passing the base exception, and then pass class value too small error and passing the error. Here we can print base class for other exception. Okay, raise when the input is small. Okay, and then we are going to pass. Now we are going to value to large error and passing the error. Okay, use column and then raise when the input is large. Okay, and then enter pass. Okay, now we are going to give you the number you are going to guess, number equal to 10, and then while loop, till we are going to guess a number until you will get right. While true, try column I know integer input, enter a number, and then we are going to if I num is less than number, right, colon, then range, which one, value too small error. Okay, else if I num greater than number, then range, value to large error. Okay, otherwise break. Okay, now we are going to give exception, except, and for catch your exception, value to large error, print this value is too small, value is too small, please try again. Okay, now accept value small error too large. Here we are going to copy paste. Here we have basically small error. Okay, now what we have to do, if you are going to success finally, then we will do print if you are guessing correct values. Congratulations, your guess is correct, right? Now what we are going to do it here, basically is we are going to create one class error exception, right? After that we are going to pass values. Now value too small error, right? After that pass, right? Now value too large error we are taking as a input parameter error, right? Then we are going to take as a pass. Now we are going to give, this is the guess number, if you are going to correct guess number, right? Now this is going to loop till now if you are going to use the correct guess number 10. Here you are taking as an input parameter at runtime. And here we are checking is the value 10 right number. We are going to less than the number. Here we are guessing the value. Is less or not. Okay, if you are going to less, then we are going to raise exception, value too small error, right here. Now if you are going to, what we are going to do here, guessing the value is large or not, right? If you are going to large value, then it will print this, going to come to this exception, large error, and this value is too large, please try again. Okay, now it will print the value is too large, please try again. If I am going to guess correct value number is equal to 10, then what will happen? It will take print congratulations, your guess is correct, right? Now we'll check how this is going to perform, right? Let's run and see, right? Enter a number. Now we are going to give 100, enter. What is saying? The value is too large, please try again. What happened here? Now the value I enter 100, right? It will come to here, right? Inum now is 100, right? 100 is less than 10, right? This is false, right? So it will come to else condition, right? Because it not go to come to here, right? Because 100 is less than 10. Now if we go into else if, what will happen here? 100 is greater than 10, right? Now it will raise value too large error, right? It come to here because the condition is 2 here. Here the condition is false, right? 100 is not less than 10, right? That's why it's not come inside there. Now if we come to here, it will give you 100 is greater than 10, that is 2, right? Then it will raise values to large error, right? Now value too large, what will happen? It come to catch it except, right? Values too large, right? This one. Then it will print this value is too large, please try again, right? Now what will give? Now I am going to give the value less than 10, right? Just like a 5. Then what will happen? Enter, it will come to error, the value is too small, please try again. Enter and see, right? The value is too small, please try again. What will happen here in the second? We are passing the value 5. Now inum equal to 5, right? Now what will happen? 5 is less than 10, right? That is true. This is second one, right? Second condition. Value is 5 less than 2, that is true, right? Then it will come to here, raise value too small error. Then what will happen? It will catch it here, right? Value too small error, and print the value is too small, please try again, right? Now I am going to give the correct guess, just like a 10, and enter. Then what will happen? It will not come to anyone because inum less than number, that is false also, because 5 less equal to 5 is false, right? Now it will come to else if condition, 5 greater than 5, that is also false. Then it will come to break statement, and it will print congratulations, your guess is correct, and exit, right? Just enter and see. Okay, enter number 10, congratulations, your guess is correct, right? This is clear now. This is very important for when you are going to use custom defined or user defined exception. For today, that's it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I am going to post more and more video on daily basis. So if you want to watch my video in future, just subscribe in below bell icon with all. He will notify you when my new video will come. And please don't forget to like and share. We will meet once again in new video with new topic.